Hello and welcome to an awful lot of Running presents Dimensions Daleks. I am the God of Chance, aka Robin FOALE, and with me are my meddling time travelers for our first episode. First of all, I imagine. Thank you, Jack. I imagine you, the audience, to see this scene in black and white. The year is 1692. Is October, and we open up on a dark night in the middle of a forest. The only sources of light are the torches held by the crowd gathered around a large pyre, and in its center, a young woman, maybe 18 years old, held at the stake. Long flowing blonde hair, tears running down her eyes as the crowd, a mixture of confusion, anger, not knowing how to feel, are held back by those in uniform, those wearing the outfits of Salem witch hunters. One young boy, blonde hair, manages to break through the crowd, sort of pushes past them, tries to get closer to the sibling, and then just held back by a tall, looming figure, broad shoulders, who just looks down on the child. Child, do not fear! This heretic that we plan to burn at the stake is a work of the devil. To pay the price. What I do for you now, what I do for all of you, is to save you. The devil's work. This is an act of good, an act of God, and for that, we burn them at the stake. And they grab a torch from one of the nearby guards, throws it onto the pyre, and it begins to erupt in flame. The boy, unable to stop the man from holding them in place, their face fixed on the scene, just cries out, "Cassandra!" But the girl, she's just fighting back the flames, just the heat's intense. It's too much for them to bear. The smoke is causing them to, their tears to run down even more as they look at the crowd, still confused. Some of them chanting "burn the witch," others not sure what else to do. She fixes her gaze on the leader of the witch hunters. I may not be a witch, but if I was, I would curse you! Curse you and your family, witch hunter! Mark my words, even if it takes centuries, you will get what's coming to you! Murderer! Screams us out into the night, ended by the flames. All that's left is the howling of the wind, picking up autumn leaves that twirl and blow into the wind. Although, perhaps her final cries were not unheard. Cut to the intro.
Your chances of survival are about 1 in 1,000. So here's what you do. You forget the 1,000 and you concentrate on the 1.
Good luck.
Primitive weapons, moderately efficient.
Lucky in dice, lucky in love.
Why are you still here?
There's no sense in risking our whole party.
I control the game. The Doctor's destiny.
May the contest begin. 5.
We cut to the familiar hum of the TARDIS at work, thrumming, echoing throughout its chamber. And, well, every TARDIS has to have a doctor piloting it. And, Star, could you please be our first player tonight to describe your character's appearance your name, pronouns, and what exactly you are playing tonight.
Okay, so Star Doctor. She's got this big long red trench coat, blue waistcoat, blue jeans, Converses with the... God, what's his name from Neverending Story? Someone help.
Yeah, Angle, is it? I can't remember.
The dragon from Neverending
Yeah.
Story, of whom's
There
name
we
I
go.
cannot remember at this point.
Falcor. Is that it?
Falcor. There we go.
Yeah. Hey.
Sorry, 80s fans. There's little ones on her laces. She's darting about, but there is something different about her outfit on this particular occasion from what she would normally have. On her back, she's got a prop replica proton pack. It does nothing but makes the lights and sounds, and there's a signature which has been scratched out, which somewhat says "Return to," but the actual name of who it's meant to return to has been scratched out and scribbled over with Stardock.
Love it.
She's currently going around the console. Ghostbusters, the song is playing, and she's trying to set course. The lights are kind of humming around. There's pinks and blues swirling across the console room, and it's just a very... It's like you walked into an 80s synthwave club, and there's a mad woman at the hub.
I love it. And what does your TARDIS actually look like, Star?
Like I just said, it was all pink and blue and synthwavey, and it's very
that's great.
80s. And there's an arcade corner to one side, behind a pile of cassette tapes, a workshop table covered in 80s memorabilia, including a flux capacitor, a broken down ghost trap, and a Rubik's Cube that is deceptive as hell, isn't actually a Rubik's Cube. And the Doctor's not actually worked out what it is yet, but it's there with a sticky note going, figure out later.
Ooh. I love it. I get that reference. But our Doctor is not on their own, for every Doctor must have a companion or two. And lo and behold, our camera pans over to one such companion. Jack, would you mind please telling us about your character and what they are currently doing in the TARDIS?
I would love to. I am playing the Wenley Moore, so classic series Silurian character, Mokhill. Mokhill has a sort of purplish, scaly skin, like you would imagine the classic series Silurians, only again purple, so slightly different color. He is dressed in head to toe in a red, like 1940s, 1950s bellhop outfit as well. Make of that what you will. It's just what he enjoys. He is him as well. He has a bit of history as well, which we won't get into at this exact time. But currently he is
shame. For shame.
There's time. There'll be time and place. There'll be time.
Oh
and place,
yes.
you know. But he's currently sat by the workbench with all the sort of stuff across it that Star was describing there. But just currently feasting upon a tin of Turkish delights and getting all the powder on his finger, on his long claw nails, and sort of just
I could clearly see you're getting into the tweets of this season.
I love him.
he's just minding his own business. He is unfazed by the Ghostbusters song, because the Doctor had to explain to him that the line "I ain't afraid no ghost," it's all right in the context of the song, even if he is afraid of ghosts. Like it doesn't upset his constitution to know that someone else isn't afraid of ghosts like that. And yeah,
that's so adorable. I love that so much. And and there's one more companion we need to introduce as our camera hands over to Sam. Would you kindly do the honors?
I am Sam Davis, playing myself this evening. A shameless self-insert, frankly. A 28-year-old male. Applause, please. Caucasian. Applause, please. Human, impatient fan and documentarian of the in-universe Doctor Who media. The Peter Cushing movies. He's seen them. That one weird time the second Doctor was a TV celebrity. Big fan. I am a big Linda-adjacent fan of Doctor Who, and I secretly wish right now that Peter Cushing or Bill would come pick me up instead. Currently, Sam is in the TARDIS, probably at the karaoke machine trying to turn Ghostbusters off. It's not going great. It is an alien record player. And currently he's talking to MOKHILL, actually. He's going over to MOKHILL with a million annoying trivia questions. Oh, shall we?
Yeah, I was waiting for you. You took the stage. You go for it.
So, Wenley Moore or Warriors of the Deep?
Wenley Moore. Wenley Moore.
How? How does that possibly make sense for you?
Warriors of the Deep?
Right, yeah. Okay, sorry. No, that's a headache. That's one for another time.
I do know Warriors of the Deep. They are our cousin species, the Sea Devils. But
yeah.
I've not seen one for a millennia, but certainly in your years.
That also doesn't make sense. Like, I look at your timeline and you guys have been asleep your entire history. I mean, you just look at the numbers and they just don't track.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some Turkish delight?
It's at this point, I want Star started singing along and she just yells, "Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters!"
MOKHILL in fright, because he's currently upon Sam asking if he could have a Turkish delight, he sort of scooped him up as if he were a pre-war child being approached by a queen of evil, offering hot chocolate and Turkish delights to. Sorry, I'm making I'm making very thinly veiled line the Witch and Wardrobe reference.
You go for it.
Trying to stop Sam from having one, but upon hearing this loud Ghostbusters, he throws it in the air like that. So the Turkish delights, the powder sort of just up all over him, and the Turkish delights sort of. So he sort of just stood there now, looking sad at the tin on the floor, sort of thinking, "Oh, I wish I'd just said yes to Sam and allowed him to have a Turkish delight, but I was being quite oafish, quite greedy, quite the glutton, and now he's just covered in this white powder, sort of up to about here, and he's feeling quite sad that his bellhop uniform is now covered in that."
Oh no!
And what class would you describe yourself as, Jack?
Oh, MOKHILL is he's a coward, and he is a hacker as well. So, yeah.
Well, that's how he's feeling about it. I, on the other hand, am stalwart. Mm-hmm. I am stalwart. That's my class. We're yet to discover what this means. Doctor, do you have a class?
I think someone said it was like a charmer or something. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I think
this one's kind of full of herself, isn't she? This Doctor's kind of full of herself, isn't she, Solarian? It's alright, buddy. Hey, I'll help you out. We'll dust the bellhop uniform off. I'll have many questions about that. Come on, bud.
Okay, MOKHILL heads off with Sam, because he's feeling quite upset because this is one of his favourite of his selection of bellhop uniforms. This one is among the. It's not his favorite one. It's like it's not the top one, but it's like, you have like a top 5. Like it's in there. Like he couldn't quite specify a number on it, but it's like it's up there. So it's hurting him a bit. And it's
Despite being my first alien encounter, I pat MOKHILL on the back like he's an old woman who needs help getting home across the street. Come on, MOKHILL. All right, come on. Let's go check out the wardrobe.
Thank you, friend. I'm sorry for not sharing my Turkish delights.
And we take steps out of the TARDIS area.
Okay. As MOKHILL and Sam goes off screen to get MOKHILL a new attire, Star Doctor, you work the console, getting yourselves ready for your next little trip. I believe, if I am correct, Star Doctor here is a very big fan of Halloween, and having blasted out the Ghostbusters theme and possibly even subjected you all to the Ghostbusters marathon, which, hell yes, I believe, Star Doctor, you are working away the consoles to set a particular date and time and location for today's little activity.
Yeah, so Star is at the console. She's not really paid much attention because she's trying to make sure this is a very specific landing. She doesn't want her usual random stuff. She wants to get to this one place. And she's trying to set it for October 31st, 1892, aiming for Woodgrave in Massachusetts in America. It's where it's going to become one of the America's greatest Halloween tourist attractions. And basically she's trying to find the start point of where this all kind of went. Ooh, big kind of out there celebration. And she's like in the mood for it. Obviously she's got half a costume on. She's just really excited for it. And she's hoping she gets it right.
Well,
but it's very finicky with this TARDIS.
I'm going to say that you, being a huge lover of Halloween, have spent a long time adjusting the consoles, making sure that you get the exact coordinates, the exact point of entry. It also means that we don't have to fiddle around with any rolls that make you accidentally roll a nat 1 and go to the wrong place entirely. But yes,
which is a mechanic you can do in this. Yeah,
it is.
Can I roll to see if we crash or land gently?
I will allow you to do that because you are proficient with time machines. So go ahead and roll for me. I'm going to say that this is going to be an intelligence-based roll. So it's your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, this is looking pretty good. No, it's not. No.
Don't tell me you got a one already.
Our first session is spent in the TARDIS, Edge of Destruction style, trying to find a story that will have us.
It's not a 1, but it is really low. It's a 4.
Okay.
And then plus my accuracy, I believe that's 7.
As you begin to work away the TARDIS, just it's a lot more difficult doing this on your own, especially as 2 of your companions have gone off to get themselves changed and dust off plenty of icing off them, and you feel like you're getting it. You're dashing around one side of the console, trying to get to the other side. You're, okay, this is good.
I can't imagine the proton packs helping.
No, I think that is like weighing you down every time you kind of lean to one side and one corner. And just when you think you've got it right, you didn't take into account the leveling switch that you were meant to press. And as you put the switch on for you to land, you all suddenly 45-degree angle as you're just sort of thrown to your sides. Sort of all of you just landing into a heap of wherever you are. Poor Mokhill, I imagine, has just thrown himself into the nearest closet and is just covered in different clothes at this point.
There's a joke there, but I'm not going to make it because he's
No.
he's a lizard man. Come on, guys.
And you're all a bit ruffled up from your landing, but indeed, waiting outside is a brand new place for you to visit.
Okay. Mokhill, please carry on. Sam, go ahead.
Sam romances Mokhill.
Okay. All right. I'm seeing where this is going as your god of chads. Yes.
Let's get a Phasmin beat going early. I reckon. Just a little bit. We're not full on flowing. I'm not making anyone go. I'm just saying we're putting the suggestion out there.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, Mokhill is going to be totally oblivious to it, but
okay.
You know, you do you.
Right.
You know?
Done. Always done. Arguably, never doing anything else.
Okay. What was I going to say? So Mokhill is going to come out of the he's going to come out the closet.
Hey.
There you go. But
yeah.
He's gonna check that Sam is all right first of all. Mr. Samuel Davis, are you okay?
Yeah, just a bit of a rough and heavy one.
Yes.
Does this mean we're going outside, or?
I do believe this means that the Doctor has landed the TARDIS. Yes.
From the console room, you can hear that she started playing the Ecto 1 noises.
I do so hope she doesn't make us sit through Ghostbusters 2 again.
Again? Mokhill. Hey, she's outnumbered. She's outvoted these days, alright? With me around, we're not watching Ghostbusters fucking 2.
I don't understand why she hid the rest of my bellhop uniforms though and has given me this instead. And she's left a note here telling you to go out into the console room and address my name 3 times.
I love that everyone's getting into the spirit of Halloween.
Which we have missed by quite a margin.
Oh,
it's all right. This is a time travel show.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be time
there we go.
You know, Halloween trick or treat.
Yes. In case people didn't realise, this is indeed our spooky episode.
So I imagine you can figure what I'm suggesting the Star Doctor has left out for Mokhill to wear, as opposed to his usual bellhop uniform. So he sort of just looks down at the instructions and just puts them in front of Sam. She's just going to be more insufferable if we don't do it. So just
is now a bad time to say I hate the 80s. That's a character thing. That's a player thing. Sam begrudgingly puts on, let's say, the Michael Myers jumpsuit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm going as Ghostface.
Yeah.
Without the mask, I'm going out as Ghostface in rejection of the 80s and to the much better.
Mokhill does get scared when he first sees Sam come out in the outfit because it does look like the Grim Reaper to him, and he does sort of, because apparently Silurians have a concept of that. It's just in a cloak instead.
You guys have that one too, huh? It's funny
Universal.
how the world works.
It's like dragons. Every civilization in the known universe somehow comes up with the concept of dragons.
All right, bro, Cannon. Come on, let's go back and find the Doctor.
Mokhill follows Sam, but then just at the entrance of the console room, just shuffles to go like, "You have to do the thing." You have to do the thing. Come in.
I'm new. What's the thing?
Say my name 3 times.
Mockhill, Mockhill, Mockhill.
Good enough. And then Mockhill goes out in the Beetlejuice suit
Yes.
and goes, Doctor, I found the costume you wished me to wear.
Star looks up and is like really confused and doesn't remember doing this. She's pretty sure she left jumpsuits for everyone.
That was for Tegan. That one was for Tegan.
Yeah.
This really is not how I expected this sort of thing to be going. On TV, it usually just like cuts to, you know, in the thick of it.
We cut outside the TARDIS. Outside of the TARDIS, it's nighttime, and a thick fog envelops the entirety of the TARDIS. As our 3 meddling time travelers step out, they feel the cold chill of the sky, with the air just making the hairs stand up on them. The breath breathes out. Stand on a long stretch of road. Forests either side of you. And just ahead, just barely within sight, within the mist, is a sign. Woodgrave. And past it, you can see what appears to be a town of sorts just beyond the fog ahead of you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mockhill just goes, nope, and wants to, very true to his character, tries to make his way back into the TARDIS. He has not been given a TARDIS key for the exact reason that he's trying to force the lock with his long Silurian claw. Nope, no, I'm good. Thank you, Doctor. I think I'm going to sit this one out. Just I'm going to watch some more of those 18 movies that you've recommended to me, and that's I'm happy. I'm good. Just take Davis. He's fine. He's good. He's all you need.
For this exact situation, I think Star's put a little electric shock thing into the keyhole.
Whoa!
Not enough to be like harmful, just enough to make you go. Ah!
Roll for damage.
It's just like a little
Robin, do you want me to roll for damage?
We have emotional damage in this game.
Ooh, that is very true. We'll be a 1d4. We'll be nice and do that.
Okay, yeah, that's the that's the triangular guy, yeah.
That is, yes.
Okay.
God, it's the 5 doctors.
3.
I'm taking 3. Got that damage.
You take 3 3 lightning damage as it just sort of
Okay.
singes your finger.
I'm seeing what this doctor's like with their companions. Like, wow.
Oh, that was meant to be a much lower volt. Remind me to fix that. That was supposed to just nick you slightly.
I'm imagining like Mockhill with like the sort of like you know when you watch like Tom and Jerry and someone gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
They have like the sort of like the black charred like
look
over. It's like very well, Doctor.
I'm looking out into the far. Oh, sorry, Robin. Take it away.
No, I just had to interject and say this. You know what this is? This is the Star Doctor forgetting to take out the Home Alone aesthetic from the door when they were having their Christmas phase.
Yeah, I preemptively put the decorations up.
Sorry, Sam. Please carry on.
Sam still just looking into the dark, deep forest, which frankly could be any part of England. It could be really any part of Essex. So, Doctor, what was the motivation here?
Well, if we are in the right place, which I think, if I can just see that sign, I think we are. It does say Woodgrave. America, Massachusetts, Halloween. 1892, I think. Yeah, we're definitely in the right year. That's good. Very good. 1892. Great. well, I say great year actually. There was that double axe murder, and then the election's coming up. So, important thing about the election, important thing. She's checking her notes just to make sure she's got this right. Yeah, no,
The
we're
doctor carries around trivia.
she
love that
doesn't.
for her.
She doesn't, but she's. Let's think BBC Sherlock for a minute. She's my
There we go. We save it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So she goes on to bramble about Grover Cleveland, who wins the election in a couple of days, and it's the first time that an American president has been elected to a non-consecutive second presidential term. And she doesn't even know why she's saying this. This is completely irrelevant, but she's in history mode.
I would also like to add the first issue of Vogue is published this year.
That's
fun.
very good, very good. I'm actually impressed with that.
Oh,
We could have gone there.
We could have, but I kind of already we got banned.
Ooh, and an anarchist bomb kills 6 in a police station in Paris. Well, could be worse.
Yeah.
Why have I got
Maybe
a
it's
feeling
not
that
that
Sam
great
just pulled
a
out
year.
his phone for this point?
Which I do have. Which I have. I wouldn't have
Yes.
Signal. But
Well, no,
hang on. Do I?
Yeah.
As the
No,
Doctor
I would
Sonic-
have given you Signal. I would have
Yeah.
Sonicked it.
Yeah.
Does that
you-
include
you've got to have
4G?
Yes.
It
Let's just
should
say yes.
include 4G.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. Damn.
Yeah, you're standing next to the TARDIS at the moment.
I'll
You've
pay
got
back
bars.
later.
Oh,
I will
don't
say is-
worry. The bill you pay elsewhere. It'll be with you in about 10 years.
I look back at Mockhill with still a burned hand.
What was that about Vogue?
Hang on. So he knows what Vogue is too. Okay.
Listen, I've been traveling with him for a bit. I still don't understand him.
It's the vibe.
He's got a vibe. It's very distinctive. It's very unique. One of the universe's greatest mysteries. Now, come on, Woodgrave. Let's go.
I whispered to Mockhill. So are you and her like a thing or?
What?
Are you no? Are you thing? Are you a thing? Are you thinging?
How dare you call me a thing? I am a Silurian of Homo reptilia. I inherited I had this Earth. My kind.
Yeah. Hey,
I can see. I can
I'm
see
sorry,
you
man.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you two coming or not?
We're unpacking a long history of interspecies. There's a lot here.
And Halloween's over here. Come on.
The gang walked to Halloween.
As you begin to trudge forward, the sound of your footsteps, leaving behind the TARDIS on the road behind, you realize just how quiet it all is. Save for this odd sound of insects in the distance and the sound of birds just flying past. There's an eerie sense of nothing. Even as you begin to approach the structures that start Woodgrave, buildings made of first period and federal architecture, white peel and paint on the side, a huge banner across the entrance saying All Hallows Eve celebration.
Well, definitely the right place and definitely the right day. I am moderately okay at this.
But Doctor, you said we were going to Halloween.
Yes, I did.
But that's not Halloween. That says All Hallows Eve. We're going to Halloween.
Yeah, okay.
Sam is dressed as Michael Myers from those movies you made me watch.
That's
I
not
had
Mike
I had
Myers. That's Ghostface.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot a conversation.
Don't worry,
We
Mockhill.
really need to sort that out one day.
Mockhill, you just don't listen, man.
How am I supposed to keep track of these strange movies that you make me watch? What was the genre again? It was all a crasher, a basher, thrasher, Nasher.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Nasher.
No, that's
Nasher.
it.
Nasher. These
Mockhill,
Nasher
hey,
films.
if I've learned anything from 28 years of pretty roughing it life, you gotta strive for more than pop culture trivia. There's no way to live your life, buddy.
I'm not. I have no interest in it, but the Doctor insists that on the TARDIS it's somehow necessary for.
They're classics.
I guess it does help. Otherwise, you probably stand around explaining time travel rules all day.
I mean, yeah, no, just you should have seen them when I put Back to the Future on.
So, by the way, is it Back to the Future rules, or is it like what are we operating under here? Catch me up.
It's make it up as we go along rules. I think probably.
I believe you described it as loosey goosey.
Ooh.
Yes, I do like gooses. That is a good word. Loosey goosey.
Let's
Yeah,
go
we'll
for
go
that
with
one.
that. Loosey goosey.
We're in America. We can find a goose.
What's
Hey,
a
Mockhill.
goose?
Mockhill. Oh, I've got so much to show, buddy. First Halloween, first goose. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Mockhill is
Robin, we want a
weirdly
goose,
infused by
Robin.
that.
Yeah, Robin.
One of my greatest enemies used to be a goose.
Which? Hang
Wow.
on. I have almost encyclopedic knowledge of all your adventures. Which story had a goose baddie? I have to know.
She continues off. No, it does not expand further.
As you continue this conversation, your footsteps continuing to down the road, past various shops. You notice that there's signs on the fronts of open signs, and there's actually are lights on in the buildings, on the street lamps that litter across the roads. But it's still so quiet. Ahead of you, you then, in the fog, see figures moving towards you.
Mockhill goes, "Oh wait, sorry, Doctor." Puts his hand into his pocket and pulls out his Mockhill has a disguise kit as one of his chosen items there, which allows him to sort of change his appearance and what have you. With that disguise kit, though, Robin has allowed me sort of like a homebrew-esque idea that he places a little fake like mustache on his lip there, and it works like a perception filter so that people don't perceive him as a big scaly lizard dude from the dawn of time.
Everything I know about Mockhill involves his wardrobe.
He's a very stylish Silurian, Sam, of course.
He is, yeah.
You wouldn't see him trundling around naked, attacking, white-haired men with long frilly capes. No, he's dressed for style, dressed for success.
There's a reason you're the only one left, Mockhill.
Mockhill sort of.
That sounds a lot darker than I know.
that sounded very dark.
Come on, forget that happened.
What sort of look? He's like, what? Like, what?
It was a compliment, I think.
It's like Mockhill sort of like, thank you. Is that the response?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm the last of my species too.
I was just really confused by both of you, and it's just like, okay, whatever you two are on, give me some of it later.
As these figures begin to emerge from the fog, you see one figure, a man with a tall top hat on his head, dark suit, a rather dapper looking mustache, and a woman in a long white dress hat. She's pushing a baby buggy, but they seem very close together, clearly walking cautiously down the road. They spot you three, pause, and clearly a mixture of surprise and fear just immediately turn the other direction and just immediately go back into the fog, just trying to get away from you.
Well, happy Hallows Eve.
That was odd. You've definitely got that perception moustache working, right?
Feels sort of. It does seem to be applied, Doctor.
Right, in
Could be
which
the
case
Could be our costumes.
it could be our costumes. It could
I
be.
did feel the green hair wig was a bit much.
I think it brings out your eyes.
There's a blowing in the wind. Autumn leaves scatter about, and suddenly something hits Sam in the face. A piece of paper. It's a poster, an advertisement for the All Hallow Eve's celebration happening October 31st on this night. And it says 9 p.m. and it's clearly nighttime, judging by the moon overhead and the stars. And yet, still silence. No sound of giggling children, of men rambunctiously drinking, no sound of wives gossiping. Just complete silence.
Okay.
And just
Star's gonna grab the poster off Sam and have a look at it, and then be like, "Hey, can you check your phone? Tell me what time it says."
It's that time that Robin said.
Maybe that's something you should roll for to see if.
Yes, that if I can tell digital time on the digital clock.
Yeah.
Make it more a thing of like when Star's like updated your thing so you get a signal. It also does a time zone adaptation thing, so wherever you go, it adapts to the time, and if it's worked or not.
I can't believe this is my first roll of the campaign. Yeah, okay, we're rolling a digital D20.
Folks, this is me losing all control over the game that I am running. But fortunately, my players can tell time.
Well, I should say my tech level is actually quite low for a modern day Earthman, but that is pretty in character because I'm a dumb prick. I did roll in this instance a 16.
Well, Sam, in this instance, you are able to tell time.
But something's gone.
That sounded very patronizing. It is in fact about 11:15 at night.
Oh.
So it is very late. But as you look around and as you continue your path forward, you begin to make out larger shapes in the road. And you find yourself finding various stalls and attractions. Like there's a cart nearby for bobbing for apples and other festivities, but still no one around.
You want me to go grab those two people from before? They've kind of gone far.
Let me do a check first. She takes the screwdriver out. She's gonna do a quick scan for life forms. Nothing too heavy, just to see if there's any form of life, because they did see people. Doesn't mean they're alive.
Okay. Make for me a perception roll using your sonic screwdriver.
Where's the screwdriver?
Yeet.
I mean, it's got the dice.
Bring it out.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's a screwdriver. Okay. Making the actual roll now. 16.
16. You begin to scan the sonic screwdriver, and suddenly you detect hundreds of life signs ahead of you, further into the town itself.
Okay, so that way. Though, I don't know, that hundreds of people in dead silence.
Mokhill's already started walking towards the apple bobbin.
Star notices, isn't it? Is like, okay, I know there's a mystery, but I love apple bobbing. Come on, Mock.
Mokhill, as you approach bobbing for apples, you find that there is a large metal pan, usually used for washing clothes, that has been filled with water. And there's various delicious looking apples bobbing along on the surface. As you, I suppose someone who likes to wear uniforms would pull back your sleeves, get ready to go for the act.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel something just bump on your foot. You look down. There's a loose apple that's just knocked onto your foot. You look up, and in the fog, in like a tiny alleyway in between some of the shops, you see a small figure, about child height, just standing there, hands stretched out.
Mockhill looks back down at the apple and feeling very happy he doesn't have to now go into the water to get those apples. He can just take this one now. He picks it up and he's maintaining eye contact with this boy, and he's just and just eats the whole thing like core and all. Yeah. Doctor, these apples are delicious.
I would like to say I have not witnessed this event. I have started You said there were lights on in houses, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, I'm going to the most candlelit place I can find. I am going up to a doorstep on my own little, my first independent thing. And I'm saying to her, hang on, Doc, I'm just going to go talk to my first old person. Well, I guess historical person. Ding ding. Or a knock, I guess, might be more.
No, in fact, you push open and there is a little jingle jangle of a little bell as you enter what is some kind of convenience store. The shelf swapped with various different foodstuffs all at the ready. An open sign still at the front, and various different Hallows Eve decorations scattered all around. Nothing quite like Halloween. None of those kind of decorations have quite made it over in this time. But as you are looking around, you get a sense that you're not quite on your own. Feel a pair of eyes on you. Coming from...
Trick or treat.
No response. You just feel the eyes just gazing at you, and you look towards the counter and you can see that there's like a curtain to be pushed back. But even before you push back the curtain, you can see just an eye just looking at you. But it's not quite white. Doesn't look quite real.
Sam turns the light on his mobile phone device.
Ooh, you're gonna shine it in the direction, are you? You shine it towards the curtain. Are you getting up to the counter itself so as you can get more of a glow?
Don't you jump scare me now, Robin. Yeah, I'll go up to the counter. Get a nice good look.
You get your camera ready, set on the torch. But it's only a torch on a phone. You have to get closer for it to be of effective use.
He
The
does.
footsteps creak on the wooden floorboards underneath you. Just the sound of the just unable to not make those sounds. And as the light begins to illuminate the figure behind the curtain, you can make out the face of what looks to be a paper mache mask of some deformed, almost like devil-like face on the body of someone, an adult in all black clothes, just staring at you.
Great. So I do jump out of my skin. It'd be dishonest to tell you that I didn't. I think I'm gonna wait for them to say something if they are speaking to me. How long am I waiting, Robin?
How long do you keep eye contact with them?
1 minute.
As you do that, slowly, a hand, very stiff, stretches out, just poking through the curtains before just they bring the hand down and very stiffly just as if every movement is an effort, the head just sort of bonks on the side of the door. Sounds very hollow. It goes towards the counter, bumps against it, bumps against it, pauses, leans back, tumbles over forwards, a heap on the floor, face unblinking, just a paper mache mask, just staring at you. Jack, you hear the little pitter-patter of feet. As the small figure in the alleyway slowly walks up to you, hands outstretched, as if just wanting something. A small child wearing what looks to be a crude clown outfit. Very dark colours, greys, made together maybe with sack-like materials. Same kind of paper mache type mask. Hands just out, not making a sound, but as they emerge through the fog, just keeping an unblinking stare at you.
Okay. I think at this moment, MOKHILL may not sort of like understand the severity of the situation. May just still think it's a young human child to him. So he's just going to sort of tut a moment and sort of be like, "Yeah, okay, kid," sort of thing. So he reaches down into the apple bobbing and just pulls an apple out and just sort of goes, "Here you are, small human." Just offers it.
As you go out to offer the apple, we see the camera of you reaching out, apple in hand, slowly getting closer to the child's open hands. When it out from the fog, a hand grabs at your wrist. There's a human face looking at you anxiously. Spectacles
MOKHILL
and
instantly starts screaming. He is just.
This gets the attention of both Star and Sam, who I imagine run to the scene.
Yeah,
I'll put my head out
Star Doctor was kind of already heading that way anyway, 'cause she was interested in doing the apple bobbing, and then got distracted by like one singular leaf looking really out of place, and it had nothing, nothing of interest. She hears the scream, darts over, and it's just like, okay, yeah, a bit like that leaf actually. She's darting over.
There's a human figure grabbing your hand, not in any kind of paper mache like makeup. Seems to be a young man, maybe in his early 30s, spectacles clearly broken in places, short blonde hair, very, very thin, like his clothes just look sagging on him, his shirt and vest, clearly like clothes that are like maybe hand-me-downs, despite the kind of smartness. And he just grabs onto your wrist like, fella now, you don't touch them.
MOKHILL is still just screaming.
Fella, calm down, fella, calm down. I'm sorry, I'm sorry for scaring you. Just get away from them, okay?
MOKHILL sort of just is now listening, just brings his arm back in, just sort of.
I'm sorry. He brings away his hands. Yeah, just have an apple. What? He sort of puts a hand across your chest when he sees two more figures running towards him, and then I imagine that's when Star and Sam join in.
Yeah. So I arrive. Immediately, I'm seeing the kid. I'm seeing the human. I'm seeing a absolutely terrified MOKHILL. First instinct is check MOKHILL's okay, and then figure out what's going on. So immediately look to MOKHILL and just kind of gives a gesture of, "You good? You good? You're doing really well, okay?
I want to go back to the
Listen. Slow breaths, okay? Now, you. Sorry, what's your name?
I'm really sorry for scaring you just now. My name is Joseph. I'm the curator of the museum. I don't know why I'm saying this right now. I when I get scared, I said it. I go on about things, but please, if you move away from them, don't touch them. Whatever you do not touch them. All right?
Okay. Right. So don't touch paper mache people. Right. Okay. Lovely to meet you, Joseph. Mok, keep breathing, slow, steady. Where's Sam?
Hi guys. I just found, I think, a body, and I tried to do some, CPR. I don't know how to do CPR, but I checked the pulse.
Wait. Did you touch them?
Yeah, that's how you check a pulse, right? Or is it there?
Boy?
No, MOKHILL, not you, buddy. I think it works completely differently for you. You're literally cold-blooded.
Okay, Joseph, what happens if there's contact? You said not to touch them. What happens if
Don't touch them.
Yeah, you're not meant to touch them. I just found that out. Sorry.
What in the doctor? Fucking who is this?
You swear a lot for knowing about us.
10 minutes I've been here.
Saturday night, 7 p.m. Doctor Who fun. Let's go.
The revival can swear now. It does.
Yeah.
Semi-frequently.
Yeah. I mean, you get your one F-bomb in a 12, don't you? Yeah.
I said I'm playing myself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very true. This is very, very true. The man collects himself, just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, streets aren't safe. We should get to the museum, okay? This is the safest place here.
Yeah, but I touched like a ghost thing, so like, am I alright, or...
Yeah.
Doctor, do we need to leave him behind?
No
What?
one is getting left behind. Okay? Right, we will go to the museum.
Doctor, you told me ghosts. You told me ghosts are real. You said that you ain't afraid of no ghost. I'm afraid of no ghost. I'm afraid of ghosts. I don't want ghost. No. Where's the museum? Where's the museum? Where's the museum? Where's
That's where we're going.
Wait, this way.
Wait.
Quick.
MOKHILL just books it in that. Like, he's just booking it in that general direction.
Okay, great. He's done running. Okay, so, Sam, until we know what's going on, try to keep a radius, okay? Stick with us. Don't touch any of us just until we know what's going on.
Right. Okay. It's fun in the TARDIS.
As you are saying that, MOKHILL has gone off ahead. The man, calling himself Joseph, leads the way. Star and Sam, can you both make me perception rolls, please?
Lovely. My favourite thing.
Nat 20!
Oh.
The gods themselves descend to give you the perception of the untempered schism.
As you begin to look around, the fog still thick and heavy, the lights from the lamps and various stores just barely lighting your path ahead of you. You can indeed start to see some various figures begin to merge out of storefronts. And as you look back, you realize that the path behind you now starts to have a few dark shapes appear behind.
Okay, we need to keep running very quickly. We're starting to get surrounded. That's never a good sign. She's running as fast as she can to the museum.
Right,
Do we roll
everyone?
for athletics?
Athletics, everyone, please.
Ooh.
Oh, athletics. I don't feel like this is going to be... Oh, yeah, this is not going to be good for MOKHILL.
So,
18.
Joseph, despite his very thin frame, is able to just keep up, just sort of going forward. Like, come on, keep following me. We're almost there.
Okay. I got an 11, but I'm -1 in athletics. That's a 10.
A 10. Okay.
Also, -1 in athletics brings me to 10. Oh,
10.
no, 9.
9. Okay.
I'm slower than the Silurian.
And the doctor?
I got an 18.
18.
Oh.
You begin to
That's the
run
sum.
forwards, just sprinting down through this town, like complete silence all around you. The only sound breaking it is your footsteps just... And with that, just the soft pitter-patter of feet, just... Odd sound, paper mache heads, more various crude faces just come through, various different designs, just banging on doors and windows, shambling, just staring at all of you. As you're running, Star Doctor, you're able to just pick up, able to reach your companions, get past them. You're sprinting ahead. Your vision is clear. Nothing is getting in your way. You're able to keep up with Joseph. You can see what looks to be an old structure ahead of you, like just maybe past the local park of some sort, where there's benches and the American flag float, like wafting on a pole. It's a gorgeous building, a bit of a disarray with the paint, but clearly some sort of historic like building. As you're keeping up though, and MOKHILL, you're just managing to keep as well. You see the dark shapes slowly appearing through the fogs. Sam, you trip on a bit of stone. You don't fall completely. You're able to keep up, although you're last. And as you are trying to keep up, there's a bit of distance. And rolling out in the middle of the road is that same baby pram that you saw before. As propping up right is a small baby-like figure with a paper mache-like mask, a crude baby's face on it, just staring at you. I need you to make
already
for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, please.
I need you to make for me an acrobatics roll to get past this, which is in the way.
Sound do a backflip. Just backflip over him.
The roll is. It is a 19.
19.
Ooh.
I mean, if you want to backflip over the baby pram or just manage to just sort of get around it, you can.
I would like to, as my flourish,
Yes.
because I've already touched one of these things.
Yes.
If I'm apparently already forsaken, what I would do, what came to my brain first, is what I would do is grab at the baby face. You said it's a mask?
Yes.
Actually, not the baby, because it could be someone's actual face that gets restored later. One of the I grab a face, I lunge at the crowd, and take something with me. Whatever I can grab. And it was a 19. Do you want me to do another roll?
No. That sounds good to me. You grab onto this child, you lift it up, and you.
Not the child. I don't want to.
Not the baby. Not the baby. No.
I don't want to. I'm not risking it.
I've got the pram. Oh.
No. I'm grabbing. To be clear, I'm grabbing at one of the pursuers. I will grab at one of their masks. I want to take a mask with me.
I'm so sorry. I thought you grabbed. I thought you grabbed the.
Come on, baby.
No, I thought you I thought you grabbed the baby and threw it at the crowd. I was like, "Wow, Sam!" I was so confused.
I'm not trying to roll about that much. I am trying to grab one of them because as I'm looking back, I want to see what did I grab? What does it look like? Did the mask come off? Is it a mask?
You grab at one of the faces. It doesn't come off, and if anything, you just send the figure just crashing into the road. And as you've touched it, as you're running along with your companions, you feel a strong sense of pin and needles in your hand, a numbness.
Right.
Wow.
Making the wrong call. Very in character for Sam.
As Joseph runs up to the front of the museum, already with a dangling sort of chain of keys around his hand, he sort of quickly flicks through them. He's at the door.
While he's doing that, I want Star to quickly scan the museum, just in case this is a trap, because they have trusted him very quickly.
Okay. Right now you're outside the museum. He's just trying to get the keys to just even get inside this thing. A quick scan around, though. Make me a perception roll.
Oh, 16 again.
Okay. You look around and it looks like a strong, sturdy building. Like, it's older than a lot of the buildings here, which means that it is tough. Like, the windows look as if, while they have some beautiful, stained glass to them, they're also quite high up. Like, higher than an average person would be able to reach. And the doors, these oak doors ahead of you, seem quite thick as well. This seems like, at least from the front here, what you can perceive through the fog, seems like a sturdy location.
Do I detect any life in it?
You pick up a couple of life forms, but not the hundreds which are outside at the moment.
how far behind the Doctor am I, and how far behind me is Sam?
So you're slowly catching up. You're running through the park, and you realise that Sam has fallen behind. They're slowly about to catching up as well, though you can see these slowly moving figures appearing from the fog, slowly trying to close the distance between them.
Okay, but I can see Sam is running after me again. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's slowly getting there. It's just this crowd of figures, covered by the fog, are slowly getting closer and closer.
Okay. I'm going to sort of try and disperse the crowd a bit to get away from us. I'm going to turn around and sort of try to, in an attempt to sort of get them away from Sam, because I imagine they're closing in. I'm going to activate my third eye.
Oh. Can you tell us, the audience, what that does?
Yeah, so as a Silurian, I have a few options that I can employ my third eye to do. But in this case, I'll be using it as a weapon. I can use it, I believe I can use it once per day. And I can, I can use it to, the Scorching Ray spell, requiring no components, dealing force instead of fire damage. And I fire 3 rays of up to 120 feet. I can hurl them at one target or several to make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes a 2d6 force damage.
Nice. Okay. I'm very happy for you to use that to try and disperse some of the crowd, to try and get them away from your companion. Go and make for me an attack, if you will.
Okay, so this one, yeah, roll mine. Yeah. And okay, so here we go. So I get 3 of. So I get 3 of these, yeah. So I'm going to try and shoot one there, one in the middle of it, and then one like that. So it's
a good, yeah.
I'm trying to range, and so I'm just trying for any figure that's around those sort of areas. Okay. So,
yeah, definitely.
Do you want me to roll 3 times for this to see if I hit? Or...
Yep, 3 times, please, my friend.
Okay. So that is a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
A 16.
16. Nice.
Yeah, okay, and an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yeah.
MOKHILL, you are scared. You've just screamed. This is a very horrifying situation. This is just like one of those Star Doctor movies that they have forced you to watch, and you don't like them because they are scary. But right now, you're trying to help someone. You're using your first eye beam. It shoots out. It just manages to just miss them, even though they're staggering. The heads are sort of too big from the paper mache masks. It kind of goes to the side as it goes past, hits, blows up a light post, sort of sparks flying everywhere. Your next beam, however, hits, impacts one, and it goes flying back, crumbling into a heap, crashing into others. They go flying everywhere. Fortunately, that second shot, because that was the middle shot, that was the group that were trying to, even though these things are only walking, just en masse, they were sort of catching up to Sam, and they blow them back, forcing them down. The third shot, feeling a bit more confident, you go and shoot, unfortunately misses again, and this time just hits the inside of a nearby store, just whoosh, sending cutlery and the like just sort of smashing out of the window from the blast. Hey, we've got to have our pyrotechnics here.
Nice.
However, Sam no longer has any pursuers directly behind them. He's able to catch up to you, able to proceed towards the museum itself, where Joseph, just gets it into the door, opens it up, swings them open. It's like, come on! Beckons you all in. You all manage to make it inside of the museum. Joseph quickly slams the doors behind, locks them.
Okay.
MOKHILL? MOKHILL? Thank you.
I can only do that once a day, friend. It's taken a lot out of me. Just imagine like some sort of like steam, like sort of seeping off where that third eye comes out of, you know.
That was awesome. I didn't know Solarians could do that.
It's something we don't do often, but when the time calls for it, and I felt that certainly calls for it.
Star's gonna walk over to MOKHILL and just hug him. And just be like, I'm so proud of you. Well done. You were so brave.
I was brave.
We will get you some more Turkish delights after this, okay?
MOKHILL is so on a reward-based system.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
obvious.
Yeah, that is it. He's sticking around because that's exactly what it is. You know, like he got no interest to be going through time and space, but he likes the perks. You know.
Doctor, do you think I'm gonna be all right? Listen. I like a horror like anyone does, but I kind of know how these go down.
Hard to tell. I mean, is anything different? Are you feeling anything?
I've got like pins and needles in my hand, but that's only because I touched it with the same hand. I'm left-handed. And now I think I'm gonna die from it.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna die, but I could do a quick check.
They do say that left-handed people have a shorter life expectancy.
I'm
Well,
not certain that
just-
applies in this situation.
Are you all okay? Anyone else touch any others?
No, I think we're all good.
Right.
I've just realised what I'm like. Did this guy see me doing that? Because I'm still wearing the must. He either like
I assume
he either.
not.
I'm guessing he
I
wasn't
assume
looking
not.
because like I
He's doing
should
the
think like why like what the hell like this guy's shooting laser beams. Is that...
What do you think, Robin? Do you think he was trying to get in?
Oh, I mean,
roll for it, Robin. Roll for it. What did he perceive it? Did he perceive it, Robin?
all right, I'm rolling. Right. Did anyone else here touch any of the others? Like everyone's okay? Okay.
Well,
All right.
I need to do a quick scan on Sam, but aside from that,
A scan.
I'm inventor. Long story. Let's just figure things out first.
Right. Well,
Can I ask?
looking outside.
What are those things outside?
Someone asks.
Well, we people are calling them the costume crowd. They've just been appearing for a while now, since the beginning of this month. In fact, they've been showing up one by one. People haven't been disappearing, but just being replaced by those things. We've always had the odd costumes around here, for sure. It's All Hallows Eve, especially children. They love to play practical jokes and the like. But this is more. It's why people would be dressing up in such things, I don't know. But just more and more of them, and alongside that fog. And now,
Doctor. Oh, sorry.
and now it's just a case of they just keep insisting people just pay attention to them. Try to get them to do little acts to get them to interact with them. Station themselves inside of a storefront or drop items to get people to coax them towards them. But Just takes one touch and you become like them.
Right. Definitely doing that scan now. Wait, which hand was it you used? Just hold it out.
Left.
Don't touch anyone.
Mokhill's like literally like up against, like retreated up against the wall because he doesn't want to get anywhere near Sam. Like,
Okay. Star's gonna use the Sonic, which can act as a medical scanner, according
Yes.
to the book.
Ooh, inventory
Make-
doctor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Make
Do I
for
have to make a
me-
roll?
Yes, please. If you can make for me a medicine roll.
Oh God. How's my medicine looking? Oh, okay, that's fine.
you're a doctor.
18.
18.
We're rolling good tonight.
As you begin to scan along the arm, checking for any signs, nothing immediate comes up. Nothing inside. And then you realize it's not because nothing's coming up. It's that the physiology of them is changing. Parts of the interior of the arm are going less dense, becoming more and more hollow. The bone structure's still there, but the bones are getting weaker. And along the fingertips, you just see just like little bits of kind of like newspaper just sort of stuck on the edges of the fingers, like they were playing with paper mache.
Right.
Doctor, do you have any clues? Like I can help out. I know a thing or two. Is there like an alien this could be or something? Because I'm pretty good at that stuff. If you want any trivia, just please ask.
You know, I'm pretty stumped. So go ahead. If there's any ideas you have.
Or an alien, like an outsider? No, something
Oh,
like this.
brilliant. Now we have racism.
No, I'm not like that at all. I'm just trying to understand this the same as you.
He comes from here. He was here before us.
Okay, hold on. Everyone calm. Right. Yes, technically, sort of. Think not across the pond, think up that way.
Why? Right, okay.
Yeah, I know it's a lot to take in, but just trust us.
Hey.
It saves a lot of explaining later.
No, it is a lot. But I can tell you're outsiders as well that stuff like this you're used to. You seem far too calm.
Calm.
Like,
I seem calm to you.
Mark, you're doing good. Okay. I'm
well,
proud of you.
Doctor, I'm starting to have that feeling again, that dread, that... I think it's that thing we spoke about, that panic attack thing. I'm thinking that's what's happening right now. That's what's...
Okay. Star goes over to Mark and gives him her scarf. Just something kind of comforting.
Mock doesn't feel comforted. Mock doesn't feel
like the
comforted.
TARDIS.
He doesn't feel comforted by it, but he just sort of, in like the bewilderment is enough to sort of override the panic attack. He's just sort of like, why is she? Okay, sure.
Sam, with his other hand, takes out his mobile phone, opens up an app game, and gives that to Mokhill.
oh,
Is it transferable by device or does it have to be touch?
We don't know. Take a chance, buddy.
Hang on. Before you hand it to him, Star asks you to place it down. Just check it's not contaminable, and then does a quick scan on it.
Great.
Doctor, there's a Pidgey nearby. Hook.
Yes, it's all right. We'll get it in a minute. We're just going to make sure you're not going to turn into.
Sorry, there's this fucking Pokemon Go in 18 whatever. So it's like there are Pokemon spawning now. Like
I have
I
4G.
love that.
yeah,
I have 4G.
It's
That's probably how
I
the
love,
app works.
I love that it's 4G, that it's not like the doctors can't give you 5G. Like, they're not gonna-
Yeah, do you know how much that costs the TARDIS?
That was Wotan. That one was Wotan, in fairness.
yeah.
the further you are away from the TARDIS, the less bars you have.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, you know, if
I'm
you're
still
trying to use
hyperventilating. We're having a lovely chat, but I am dying and in a strange and peculiar way, and I am a paranoid guy, as is. Hey Doc, I know I don't know you too well. Not doing great.
Yeah, no. First, you're not dying. The scan's telling me you're transforming, which isn't great either, but it's better than being dead. And
My
we'll figure it
biggest
out.
fear is body horror. I think you normalize body horror sometimes, Doctor Who. I think you really do.
I mean, when regenerate and change parts of yourself, it's hard not to normalize it.
Are you saying I'm not being open-minded enough?
Oh no, you're being very open-minded. I'm just saying that I struggle with
I
it.
believe she's trying to
that.
distract you from for your impending death. Apologies.
It's not a death,
Don't.
it's a transformation. Now,
See, that makes more sense. Thanks for the placebo effect reveal, MOKHILL. Ah!
Anytime. Can I get a look at that Pokemon Go now, please?
From what we know, it appears to be that it's spread through a physical touch, not through any other means. Seems to be that they want to be interacted with. That's what
okay.
spreads it.
I went into a storefront earlier, and the guy in there, well, he wasn't doing anything, but he had like a magnetic pull to him. Like he wanted me to engage.
They all do.
Even
Take
the
a
baby
look out the window. Yeah, just
looks out the window, sees the baby. The baby! Get inside the church!
there's like very small windows either side of the door. Like just enough for you to sort of peer through. And you can see just, even with the fog, it's just a large sort of like town-sized population of these figures just standing there, just all staring into the museum. A few more sort of coming from alleyways, trudging along, and just sort of stopping before going inside of the museum. All their paper mache faces, the vacant expressions or exaggerated expressions, from laughter to fear to just complete nothing, just staring. All of them trying to just look in the general direction of where you're looking, like as if just craving that kind of attention.
There does seem to be a fog around as well. There's something strange to it. Does the fog have any particular sort of smell or anything which we can pick up from it? Anything that might?
No, nothing of the sort. It's,
okay.
It's incredibly cold. It feels like it would a natural fog, but it's just so incredibly dense. Like there's a few lights on inside this museum which allow you to peer out, but there are not many lights. There's still long stretches of dark corridors around you, and the paintings around just seem to stretch out, figures on them looking down at you, their eyes almost like that of mannequins outside, just staring down at you. That painter's effect. Eyes always on you.
Oh,
Joseph, there isn't any other entrances or anything, is there?
Oh, just this front entrance, but no. There's the back as well, but I always keep that locked.
Okay.
I'm afraid that you all came to Woodgrave at the worst time possible. If you come at a better time, I'll show you around my museum here. And oh my God, I am stumbling around again, aren't I? I'm just talking to when you are clearly panicking yourselves. I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's an understandably scary situation. Monk, are you okay?
Do you have any bellhop uniforms in this museum?
Mm,
I just interested to know. You know,
I'm afraid not. There's a hotel across the street, but it's nothing like that here.
My hand is made of paper mache.
Yes, it is. How are you dealing?
At what point do we let Sam out to meet his new brethren, his family? I mean, surely you want to be out there with them, Sam. I mean, that must be what you want to happen now. Am I correct? And it's it's been lovely traveling with you with the times, but Doctor and I will just make our way back now, and you can have fun here. And
Mark, no one's getting left behind.
I'm not feeling familial touch right now. Honestly, I don't really know any of you guys nearly well enough. But has anyone tried parlaying with them?
They
That
don't
is kind of
talk.
what I was thinking. They don't talk to us. But if they were to talk to someone that's becoming one of them, Sam.
Only Robin can yes or no that, right? What do you think?
That's something that you have to decide as a player,
Oh,
isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Do we take that risk?
I mean, they're looking in all the windows. Could it, rather than opening like the door and being like, you trying to speak to one through that, or even
just Vulcan sign on the glass?
Okay. Yeah, I can try that.
Hey, what exactly are you trying to do, Sam?
I am trying to. Give me a second. First of all, I'm gonna. Oh no, I know what they look like and I know what they're doing. I'm open to suggestion, guys.
Just see if there's any form of communication you can make with them. Try actively use the hand that's turning. Have you've seen Star Trek, right? Wrath of Khan?
Yeah.
Right. Put your hand, one that's turning, against the window.
Like that?
You don't need to do the Vulcans live long and prosper, but yes, against the window. And see if any of them reach to you.
This is like Close Counters of the Third Kind. 80s. This is terrifying.
You'll be fine, trust me.
You put your hand against the window, and as it just against the window, you just see all faces just sort of all turn.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely just stare at you. No other movement. They do not leave their spots.
Little wave. Oh, actually, I'm beckoning them over. I want to talk to one. I'm down.
Actually, beckoning might work.
I'm beckoning.
You're becoming one of them. Surely they'll know it, and they're like,
They want to come to me. I'm trying, giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Nothing seems to happen. No. Even the beckoning. There's no movement.
Okay. How do we think the parlay quip works? As a quip, or as a gameplay mechanic?
Well, normally it is a situation for you to be able to stop a monster or a person in their tracks, so you can talk to them in a situation. I'm also happy for you to use it in other creative ways as players. Rule of cool, I always apply that. Right now, you're just getting a sense that they're just waiting in some way. In fact, can you make for me an insight roll, please?
All of us?
Just me? Or...
Just Sam, please.
Insight. Oh, it is a +3, luckily. But I've only rolled a 10. 13.
You stare at these featureless faces, these rigid bodies. With your expertise as an empath, isn't it, your class?
Or stalwart.
Stalwart, sorry. My mistake.
Stalwart.
Ooh, yes. That word that I butcher if I try and pronounce. You watch them, and there's something about it which you kind of recognize. It's on the tip of your tongue. And that's when Joseph sort of speaks up and goes, "Are you alright there? Or you notice something?"
I'm communing with monsters.
They're not monsters. They're people. They're the townsfolk. What has happened has changed them. And I just wish there was more we could do, but it's when they're like this, when they're just standing there, that's where I fear most. You recognize it, don't you? It's that standing at attention. It's like they're waiting for orders.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hey, Mark, look. Ditto. Pikachu?
MOKHILL just places the phone back down and just is just not at all being distracted now. He's just very, but he's also trying to think, like, how can we get out of this? So the doctor did a medical scan before.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yeah. MOKHILL does have a data pad, which, if I have a look, does allow me to. Sorry, just gone past the entry for it in the Doctors and Daleks guide from Cubicle 7, the 5th edition version of Doctor Who.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. It does say that the datapad allows me to get the general properties of objects. So I guess that's not really going to help us here because Star sort of already assessed that with the scan that she did with the sonic screwdriver. So that's going to help help us now.
I could be kind and give you another suggestion, Jack.
Sure.
I mean, Star Doctor has used the scanner on Sam. You haven't used the scanner on those things outside.
Okay.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
I'm glad that we're on the same page, Star.
Okay. I think I'm also on the same page of what you are thinking. I would scan. So.
I feel we've all just ganged up.
Well.
So,
it's
yeah,
that mix of
MOKHILL-
like this incredibly insightful almost poetic guy, or is it Robin really helping along on the newbies?
Morkel is going to. I think he's first going to, use the data pad to try and scan the outside. But we'll look at Joseph in a minute.
Okay.
You've got so much to learn about the guy.
Exactly, yeah. So the data pad allows me to scan any area item, a creature within 120 feet. Data pad will tell me the following: the general properties of the item, whether there are any creatures in that area, and access to a computer, which obviously in this time period is not really helpful, but still. So yeah, I'm going to begin that scan. I guess I can also ascertain whether there are any creatures in the building apart from us.
Okay. Well then, do you want to start to use that said device?
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that.
Okay. Make for me an intelligence roll and add your proficiency with that device as you are proficient with it.
Okay, 1 second.
So beep boop
Oh,
boop boop
boy.
boop as you
Okay,
input
so
some commands.
my proficiency. So what's my proficiency for the device? Sorry.
So it would be a +2.
Oh,
with your
yeah,
proficiency
+2
in
it says up there. So that means I got a 7 clear on a 5.
Okay. As you try and use your device, there are so many different figures that just trying to get one set of signatures, they just keep overlapping. You can tell that there's a similar signature, much stronger though, from them compared to Sam and what's
Right.
afflicting them at the moment. But it's like it's too much information, which is like overloading it. So you can certainly maybe try again later, but right now it's just.
Or can I use the sonic screwdriver to help boost it so it's the data's going between devices and it spreads a bit better?
Because
Okay.
part of it is the thing is that it is able to access, and so it can receive and transmit data to and from forward. So
Perfect. Then
I should be able to.
I also have the encouragement ability. I can get a D4 encouragement die.
yeah, perfect. Then what I'm going to say is, Jack, you've gotten the help action. So roll that roll again because the
Nice.
doctor is helping you to channel it through. And are you going to use encouragement as well, Sam?
Use D4 encouragement die to boost or reduce an ability check, saving throw, or attack throw. Can be used as many times as your Constitution modifier allows.
Nice.
Resets after a long rest. My Constitution is +2. I'm going to
Okay.
roll it twice.
All right.
D4 and D4 gives me 6, a +6.
right.
Okay, +6.
Mokhill's
What
action.
was okay? So +6 plus my own proficiency for it.
Yeah.
Gives it a 22 overall.
22. All right.
That's a dirty 20, if you will.
Oh, all right. You start to triangulate it a bit more better, start to get the feed more correct. You start to focus more on individual ones. And as you scan them, you realize that they're nearly entirely all hollow. Yet there's still biological life coming from them. And with that higher score, you realize you're picking traces of human DNA, which has just been moved and shifted to become this paper mache like material that now covers them. Even the fabric over them, these make-believe sort of costumes, they're all made of organic life, biological signatures. You're also picking up very, very faint, like brain activity coming from them.
Now I'm glad I didn't rip off the baby's face.
Yes.
Slow joke for Sam.
Mokhill's sort of like, what's this guy's deal? Like, he's, like
Everyone thinks that about each other in this TARDIS game.
he's talking about ripping off a baby's face. Like, what? Like, okay. But so with this now, can I also ascertain if any of those creatures are in the building with us beyond Sam, who's obviously transforming into one?
You got a 20, what was it again?
22.
22. As you begin to triangulate more, you realize it's not the same signatures, but you do pick up other life forms, same kind of life forms that Star had picked up when they were outside of the museum, further towards the back of the museum.
Okay. Can I also scan Joseph, or do I need to roll again for that?
I'm gonna say with that score that you picked him up in it, and they just have like a regular human like DNA about them.
Okay.
If it's all right with you guys, I'm just gonna start walking in a direction and try and get some space in between me and you. Like, I like a horror film like anyone, but this is starting to be the zombie kind.
Yeah.
But from those
Walk off.
from those horror movies that the Doctor has made me watch, though, surely separating is not the best course of action here. Is that not how they pick off the characters?
That is a fair point. Okay.
So it's not
Perhaps
Back
we
to the
should-
Future rules, it's Scooby-Doo rules. Got it. See you guys later.
Sam, I really can't suggest this action.
Mark,
I'm browsing the museum.
Mark, go keep an eye on him. Look, if you go, she goes into her satchel and pulls out a bellboy hat and goes, "You can have this instead of the wig."
And 3 Scooby snacks.
Sorry, let's just be aware of what we're doing here. Like and in this analogy, is MOKHILL the Scooby Doo? Is MOKHILL Scooby? Like, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Scrappy.
I hate that.
Oh no, you're Scrappy.
No.
Hey. No way do we have an 80s themed TARDIS team we're bashing on Scrappy, do you? I thought we were above that.
No, I think we can all agree that Scrappy Doo is a little piece of shit, but but you know,
cool.
what do I know? I'm only the god of chance here, the GM of this game. But yes,
MOKHILL's sort of just gonna sigh, and he's gonna take off the green wig and get the bellhop hat back on.
Can I do an investigation, or just, I guess, maybe perception investigation, whatever you think, on just like the exhibits? I'm looking for any contextual clues, any thematic things that Robin might want to drop for us.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at the exhibits.
I will just say quickly before you do that, I've said to the Doctor, and I've shown her the data pad and said that there's a scan coming from sort of the back of the museum very similar to this stuff before I've gone after you. Yeah.
Okay.
Star Doctor acknowledges it and is like, "Yeah, I picked up some life forms. You keep an eye on him. I will go investigate with Joseph."
Fingers and ears. I did not hear that. Okay. Let's learn about the museum, Robin.
all right. You, Sam and Jack go off into the museum. Joseph turns to the Doctor and she's like, "Are they going to be okay? It's a big museum."
I trust MOKHILL with my life. Most days, anyway. And I don't know about Sam yet. He seems resourceful enough. I think he'll be okay. Now, I got some weird traces from the back of this museum. Do you mind guiding me?
Back? I always keep that locked, but okay, but we should probably check that out. Okay, follow me. And they start to guide you. We come back to Sam and Jack exploring a night at the museum. Dark shadows stretch out from the few sparse lights that light up the walls. You still get the sense of these paintings, so lifelike, staring down at you, their eyes following you for every step you make, your feet echoing down the halls. It's a lot to take in what's going on, especially a lot, Sam, to be taken. You look down at your hand, you see that it's gone from your fingers down to your wrist. Just paper mache. You can't move your fingers. They're stiff. It feels hollow to the touch, yet you feel the clicking of your bones in your arms and your joints as you move them, distracted by them. You hear familiar footsteps behind you, MOKHILL keeping close behind, and when you pause to take a breather, to have some respite, you realise you're in another part of the museum. A museum dedicated to what looks to be witch trials. Old costumes on display. Old torture devices. There's something harrowing about it, especially given your current circumstances. And then that's when your eyes line up on a painting that looks more lifelike than any other that you've seen before. It's a scene of a dark forest, a young woman burning at the stake, a crowd, a small child being forced to watch by what looks to be a witch hunter of some kind. It's so lifelike, though, the scene depicted in front of you. And underneath, it says the date of October 1692, the burning of Cassandra Moore.
I always thought if I was ever in a horror movie, I'd be the first one to die. But yeah, let's put that. Now we'll put that one to the test.
I can assure you, the Doctor will do everything in her power to make sure that you do not share the same fate as those creatures outside.
Yeah, thanks, MOKHILL. What do you make of this? Honestly, looks like a photo, but that can't be possible right about now.
Certainly not in this moment in time, certainly not in your species' history, but it does appear strikingly lifelike.
I'd like to do a deep investigation on the painting itself.
Please do.
I'm looking for specific context clues or something that I might recognize. What skill or what would you recommend for that?
Funny enough, investigation. Always a good one.
Cool. Can I roll for it too?
Yeah, please do.
Investigation. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. 17 plus 5.
Ooh. Damn. What did you get, Sam?
15.
15. Sam, as you look at this, both of you can see this. Every stroke, every splash of colour, the paint is exquisite. It's like almost a work of art that's done by oh my god, I forget their names. Vincent van Gogh. That is who I'm thinking of. It took me a second.
A Vincent van Gogh painting.
It's it looks anyone who's been to see a Vincent van Gogh painting in the flesh knows that looking up close you can see the layers of paint that make it. The layers of it like an ocean. And looking at this, every expression on the faces of the crowd, of the boy's face crying, of the young girl just in tears as well. Every stroke, every detail is painstakingly done to perfection. Just like a camera almost.
Is there a plaque? Is there a little description next to it?
There is. Both of you can find this, and it says, "Here is a painting that depicts the burning of Cassandra Moore, convicted witch in the year of 1692. Persecuted for the act of witchcraft, she was sentenced to be burnt at the stake and to turn to ash. Onlookers overheard Cassandra screaming out a curse towards the founder of Woodgrave, our very own Franklin Woodgrave, who is depicted as the one burning Cassandra Moore at the stake, former witch hunter as he was."
Okay. Does
Okay,
it?
Oh, sorry.
So I was going to say, I was just going to say, does it tell us the author of the painting or the artist behind it?
There's nothing on the plaque that gives anything.
Okay.
But as you're looking around, MOKHILL, you notice in the very, very corner of the painting, tiny, because of all the rest of the detail obscuring this, you see some little initials. The initials JM.
You don't have like an art history knowledge, do you, MOKHILL? You don't have like a stat for that?
Unfortunately, during this time, I'm currently still asleep in a place called Wenley Moor.
You missed out on that stuff then. Right, gotcha.
Yes, this is not. This is after my time, but also before it.
Vague. Unhelpful. Tell you who might know something about it. Google reverse image search.
Okay.
Just to see. I've got a feeling, MOKHILL, that this might not be a legitimate painting.
There is something, again, incredibly lifelike about it. If I did not suspect some sort of strange occurrence of this thing, I would think it was so vividly and viscerally painted that it was by someone that was at this event.
Can you make for me a history roll, Sam, as you try and go through the history of this painting?
Can my datapad allow? Can it boost his phone?
Yeah, we'll have called it. Come on, give me the
Yeah,
help.
yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say, because I can access any technological terminal within range. Okay, and it can, in datapad, may receive and transmit data to and from it. So I'm guessing that data is it's kind of a vague term, like data, but it's boosting it in a way so it can really,
Yeah,
the joys of playing. The joys of playing a normal modern day guy.
Oh, yes. Okay. So
I've rolled a 12.
A 12, and your second roll?
Is that with Jack or just
That's yourself, because you're getting the help action, which means you get to roll twice and keep the best result.
Awesome. You won't believe it. It's 12.
Hey, 12 total?
Thanks, MOKHILL. Yeah, no, 12 both times.
You scan the photo and begin to try and filter through different photos, trying to find something exact. And every time you think you find a search, there's kind of an interference with your phone. And it's saying 1692, and then goes through the current year, 1892, and then it's saying location created in Woodgrave, and then it keeps on giving you details about Woodgrave, and then it keeps on saying Woodgrave is a ghost town after, and then that disappears, appears, disappears.
Question: how big is the painting?
Large, very, very large. This is like a full-on canvas size, sort of like pinboard.
Mokhill, come take it off the wall with me.
Okay. Certainly.
Can we detach it? Can we detach it from the wall, or does that need a roll?
It is fixed onto the wall, but you're welcome to try and.
Mokhill's claws. I think we should give that a go.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I got claws. Yeah.
Like he's just realised they're still covered in like candy dust.
Slight burn.
I'm trying to remember, Jack. Don't you have? I could be wrong. Do you have lock-picking tools, or is that?
I do have security tools. Yes. So
I would allow that for you to make a dexterity roll to try and pry the painting off the wall.
Okay.
Taking off the little screws that are on the corners, so you can take it.
How dexterous is the Silurian? That's the question. Quite dexterous apparently, because it's a +3. So it's a 16 + 3 is a 19.
Nice, and that's adding your proficiency bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm quite dexterous as a Silurian, which is interesting.
We don't have to both carry it. One of us can just drag it along the floor, by the way.
That is very true.
Sorry, Joseph.
You begin to take off the screws on the side, able to relieve the painting. It's heavy, very heavy, but with the both of you holding a piece on each side, you're able to move it. It's more so the frame that it's still in that's like the heaviest aspect of it, though you could take it out the frame if you so wish.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you take off the back, grab it, and you've got
facing
yourself...
a museum again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Is there a broken cannon somewhere for us to...
I've been waiting to ask that as a punchline for about an hour.
Guys, no one's gonna get that
there?
reference. Okay, that
in
was
a previous fun game. We were also in a Robin designed museum.
Roll for cringe.
No!
That is unfortunately a lost episode to time.
Can Mokhill just like touch the painting? Like, okay, so Mokhill's just gonna just sort of try and like gently scrape a bit of the paint, you know, just towards the corner of it. That yield anything?
Or is he gonna go through it like a Mario 64 painting?
Wahoo!
Well, like, I have been thinking, is this going to end up being like what's that thing called in Day of the Doctor? But, you know, that's not. I'm not. You know.
When in doubt, taste something with your tongue. That's what Doctor Who's taught me.
Yeah. Soil.
As you begin to touch the painting, you touch the acrylics itself. Something a bit off with the acrylics. Like it's dry, because, you know, it's a dry painting, but as you sort of begin to smudge it a bit, it's not forming like a traditional paint. It's brittle for sure, but the flakes are wrong. The more rough. And as you begin to sort of touch it, you feel a bit of pin and needles in your fingers.
No!
Yeah.
Damn.
You volunteered that. You knew what you were doing when you said, "Can I touch it?"
Yeah,
You know what you...
I mean, I hoped as a Silurian, my physiology would be making me immune, but you know.
Okay.
Oh no!
Well,
oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 When it started in your hand, did you feel like a sort of pin prick feeling, like a pins and needles sort of feeling, Sam?
Yeah, of course. Why? Oh, okay. I'm gonna take my jacket or material. I have a baklava in my pocket. I don't remember why I asked for a baklava. That's very funny. I'm gonna use it as something to grab it onto without making more contact with it. And yeah, let's move on. Let's keep moving. Scooby-Doo, we got a clue.
We cut away.
Oh no, absolutely. Yes.
Apologies. We cut away from Sam and Jack, and we join the Star Doctor alongside Joseph, making their way through the museum. You see tall, stuffed animals lining up the sides, bears, wolves, a bison, various different kind of American animals on display, and enclosures that are sort of meant to mimic where they were from. Bare minimum lights reflecting off their marble eyes that's just stare back at you. Joseph turns to you, Doctor. She's like, so, you all out of town or something? You all here for the festival?
Something like that, yeah. No, we were aiming for a big festival, and turns out we've come on there. Well, I mean, I suppose it's a big festival, but just not quite what we were looking for.
She's telling me. Folks here, they come here for the festivities, for the merrymaking, and this is not what any of this is meant to be like. You know, this is the time of year when people actually get the most excited. They embrace some of the darker elements of our community's past, and not in a positive way, God, no, but I mean more in like hindsight. Like trying to learn from it, trying to move on from it, and I guess integrating it into the celebration of All Hallows Eve.
Yeah. Halloween's kind of a tricky one, especially here. Isn't Massachusetts? Isn't Salem around here? I always say that place is haunted.
Many folks say that, and many folks end up coming here based on that. So we get our most trade during October. They like the witch hunters expedition. Not my favorite myself, but it's there as a reminder.
I understand it's not your favorite, but refresh me. It's been a while. Witch hunters? Expand. What was the big deal with them around here? I know about obviously Salem and stuff. I've had my fair deal of witchfinders.
Yeah, they just fear-mongering. That's what it was. Just accusing innocent women, innocent girls, crimes they didn't commit, claiming witchcraft, claiming that they'd done things that they couldn't possibly do. And they burnt them, drowned them. Horrific things, all in the name of God.
Believe me, there's no God. What people did then was sickening.
That we can agree on.
Just, I never understood why humans do this. Like, yeah, okay, someone can do something cool, immediately burn them at the stake. You lot never learn sometimes.
No.
Sorry, I shouldn't have...
No, you speak truth, you speak your heart. I wish more people did that. I could tell that you were all outsiders when you first came here. You seem somewhat calm about that.
I want to do a check. Because he didn't react to the fact that I corrected him saying hearts.
No, he didn't.
We've just been sat here smiling at it.
Yeah, I specifically did that because I was like, hang on, this would be a good test.
That's a free one. You don't even have to roll for one of those.
No. that's just straight up doing the DM dirty, just being like, oh shit.
I've played Ron before. I know how this goes. Okay. So I was going to keep that in mind, but not say anything just yet. I'm not going to do a further check just yet either. Well, not on him. I am curious about our current surroundings because you were very descriptive about the animals. So I would like to do a quick scan of the area and see how close we are to the life forms I was picking up.
Make for me another perception roll, please.
And animal handling.
No, that comes next.
I have a really high animal handling and I don't remember why. That's very funny.
17.
17. You take a moment to just look around your surroundings. The unease of these larger animals surrounding you, staring at you, filling the empty void that is the empty quiet. And in that moment, none of the animals move. But you do hear footsteps coming further down at the back of the museum.
Okay. I'm slightly scared now. You're not even here. Why are you shaking? Okay. Star's definitely going to be a bit more on her guard. She's still got the proton pack, so she's gonna take the wand off, even though it's just a prop. She's gonna have it ready in case she needs to pull any techno deception. See, okay. I can read things.
Okay. You begin.
Is the Doctor engaging with the game mechanic concepts?
Quite possibly. Who knows?
Quite possibly. Okay. You've picked up sounds of footsteps up ahead. Seem to be just around the bend towards the back. Joseph sort of looks to you, sort of picking up that you've heard something. It's like, you think it's more of them?
Hard to say. I'm not sure what to do here. There's so much going on I don't quite understand, which I really hate. I really don't like not understanding. And
you begin to hear footsteps approaching the room that you're in. Multiple footsteps. Louder than the ones you've heard before.
okay, I want to use my Sonic to try brighten up the room as much as I can.
Okay. Alright. So you want to like
Because it has acted as a torch previously.
It has. I'll allow that. Then you set it to the brightest setting possible. What's this intention? Are you trying to sort of use
just
it as like a blind
kind of not blind it? I'm just seeing my surroundings, so I know if I need to back up or go forward, or how far anything might be towards me.
Okay.
As to just help me see where everything is.
You brighten up your sonic screwdriver, casting shadows from these animals all across the room. There's not much space to work with here, not much cover, save for the animals themselves. The bright light, however, heads down towards the pathway where these figures are coming from. You can see what looks to be 5 shadows from around the corner. They stop when they see the lights. And you see one such shadow reach into their pocket and pull out something. You then hear from around the corner, "Who's there?"
Okay. The doctor's going to very cautiously call back. Hello? Might be a weird question. Are you human?
Are we? Of course we're human. What the hell are you on about? And a figure steps around from around the corner, accompanied by 4 others. All of them are wearing like identical long, dark black trench coats. The one at front, however, has like almost like a Western kind of hat on. A ginger sort of iron bar mustache and a large star on their coat, signifying a sheriff and a pistol in their hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, hang on, give me 2 seconds. She turns, coughs, and goes, well, howdy there, partner.
They'll love that. They will love that. Does that count as charm? Is that charisma?
What are you doing here, ma'am? The figure walks up to you, very tall, about 6'4" in stance, like quite broad shoulders. The others not as tall, other sort of male officers of the law, each of them with like pistols at their sides. What the hell are you all doing here, eh? Bit late for you to be strolling around here.
Well, I mean, oh wait, accent, yeah. Well, I mean, I was with that there curator, and I can't keep doing this. This is terrible. I'm probably offending so many of my friends.
I'm adoring it.
Star takes a minute, breathes, and is like, hell with it, I'm going with it. Yeah, no, I'm there with that their curator, and we're getting
It gets
attacked
worse.
She's doing all the hand gestures and stuff, and she's still waving around the virtual big thing. It's like, yeah, no, we came in here, and there's people in costumes over there. We're just looking for refuge. I came for a festival.
Well, you sort of came at the right time for a festival, man, but right now, got ourselves some white hooligans out there trying to dress up and serve the peace, but just loitering.
I found a dead body. The first thing I did in this story was find a body.
I would argue they're a bit more than loitering.
This is good. This is good. I love it.
They're just standing around there, trying to cause a scene. We got folks here who just want to come around, have a nice time in Woodgrave. And now we got all of these people loitering, causing a ruckus. And more of them are showing up in these costumes. Makes me sick to my stomach.
I mean, they're pretty good costumes. Okay, no, I really can't.
Hey, Jack, what's up, Jack? We got all... Hey, Jack, what's up, bud?
I'm good. Fine.
Yeah. Who are these wonderful new characters? let's get them. Did we ask their names? Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah, we're not there.
You guys aren't there, are you? I'm just going. Oh God. Okay.
I have to know. I have to know.
I'm too busy licking paint scraps off of
Okay. Loitering aside, I'm the doctor. What's your name?
They take off the hat, sort of put it against their chest. Is that I'm Sheriff Abraham Woodgrave. Every service, man.
Thank you very much. Wait, was that Elvis?
Oh, you.
Anyway, yeah, no, pleasure to meet you. Can I see your hands?
My hands?
Yeah.
Why do you want to see my hands?
There's a weird thing going around, people getting paper on their fingernails, and it might be connected to all them there people.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, woman. There's got no paper on our hands. We don't do any of that weeding stuff.
No, don't like that.
Bro.
Can I roll for persuasion to just be like,
yeah,
please
go
show
for
your
it.
hands. Okay?
There's
There's no harm in them there. There's no harm in them.
I'm from around here. I am,
14.
And the game just falls apart. There goes all the tension, folks. Thanks for having us.
14 plus persuasion, 21.
21.
Compels me.
Heavens to Betsy.
The sheriff
Makes no damn
Sort of-
sense.
studies you, raises up a confused eye, and then he's like, he turns to his men, who kind of just are clearly there following his orders, and like, well, you heard the lady? Show her your goddamn fingers. And they all look very confused, but they put away their guns and just do the same.
The last time that happened was like, oh, that was a night.
Doctor.
I see. I see. We're in the Moffat era. That's what this is.
Listen, Star's made out with Blondie, let her alone.
They reveal their fingers, and other than calluses from using guns and the like, you don't see any like paper mache traces on them.
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, phew, you guys seem far. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm putting on an accent. I'm sorry, I can't keep it up. If
I
I
thought
keep
it
this
was
up and-
swell. I thought it was a swell tent.
Who are you?
I'm Constable. Constable Bailey, I'm also here.
I'm gonna say at this point, that's what Sam says as they show up. And
No. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there.
no, okay.
I'm Constable Bailey.
You could shush you.
I have to take my glasses off now. I'm
onto mute.
It's very late here, folks, while we're recording, so we are going all sorts of downhill. Ain't you having fun?
Okay. Where is Joseph in this scenario?
Joseph's behind you at the moment, just watching what you're doing. Like, he clearly sort of is a bit further back from the authority figure. You get the sense that they're not a fan of them.
Okay. Can I do another quick scan just to see if these are the life forms I was picking up?
I'm going to say, based on what you had before, these are the same life forms that you picked up.
Okay. Great. Okay. So there's no ground secret. My next question will be to our sheriff. How did you get in?
Well, how did we get in? Well, we broke through the back door, didn't we? That's the only way we could have got in.
Oh, no.
And it's when they say that you begin to hear more footsteps coming from that direction.
Ruh-roh.
And I feel like that is a good place to end, I guess, part 1 of this little spooky adventure. Thank you all for joining us. I have been Robin, the God of Chance, and with me are my meddling time travelers, Star, Jack, and Sam. Wonderful players. Thank you all for having us.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Rob.
It's been an awful lot of running. Ta-ra for now.
Keep running.
Yeah, I know.
Roll for cringe.
We keep saying we never sort that. We never sort that out. That is not Scooby-Doo, as the kids say.